saying that. Yeah.
Let's watch this. Look, chopper. This is the first chopper coming and taking it first. Let's watch.
Again, the more we learn about what they did, the more magical it seems what they were able to accomplish given the technology and the learning.
Okay, so they're not giving a play-by-play. They are now lowering a diver down, a crew member down, who will, I guess, place Jeanette. I guess he or she will place the harness on the astronaut.
Well, and they've got the downwash from the helicopter.
Wow,
They've got
look at that.
a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I thought they would use a basket too, but it looks like they actually have to put them. Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the downwash is pretty
incredible.
bad. Yeah.
So this is one of 4 Navy helicopters that was on the deck of the John P. Murtha. 2 are actually flying as camera ships. One is able to give us some of these images that we've been seeing. There's another helicopter in standby, about ready to take one of the astronauts. They go in sets of 2. And then, of course, there is this one. Of course, they are clearly fighting the rotor wash here, which appears to be quite sizable. The conditions have been quite good here off the coast of San Diego. The swells were low, pretty large high-pressure system, making the weather quite good for this splashdown. And NASA has parameters for everything. They had parameters about the wind. They had parameters about lightning. They had parameters about solar flares for the launch. Most of the concerns when it comes to this were about the seat conditions.
And they have one.
Now it seems like one of the astronauts is now on the hoist. Hard to tell which one. They're all wearing the quintessential NASA emergency orange presser suit there as they are hoisted up. This is quite incredible.
That looks like fun.
And it is quite perilous. You know, this is...
But answer me something. There were at least 30 people that arrived on the Zodiac crafts, okay? And they got 4 astronauts. Where did the Zodiac people come from?
Well, the Zodiac people came from the John P. Murtha.
So put them back in the Zodiac and
it's a valid
Zodiac
point.
back to the boat.
I think the goal here is expediency, and so they want to get them to the boat quickly. And then
it's also.
I'm not sure which astronaut said it's much cooler to fly in a helicopter.
It's very badass. I mean, it's very cool.
Yeah, I wonder what their gyro is going through right now.
Yeah.
This is what I want to ask them. What was that like getting hoisted?
Well, I mean, Jeanette,
you see the other helicopter on
this
station
is the second
now
helicopter coming in.
over what is known
Jeanette,
as
you were lifted by a crane. What was that like?
We were inside the capsule though, so it was not nearly this.
They hadn't opened the capsule yet.
Exactly.
Until you were on the deck.
Correct. And so this is, I'm sure the crew trained this, and you have to go through.
Let's listen into what NASA's saying now. They're not doing
that person will touch down in the front porch just there. The crew members already outfitted with a harness that will allow them to quickly attach to the hoisting device.
NASA is talking to a different feed. That's why it's not matching the image that you're seeing. So there's another helicopter. Again, this is a NASA feed. We don't control this. There. Now that's what they're talking about.
Throwing
That's a
water
cool
out
image right there.
at the center there, the front porch.
You know, movies with helicopters do financially better on average than movies that don't have helicopters.
Is that right?
So that, in fact, the movie Titanic had a helicopter.
Outfitted with a harness vest.
Which is